Mike Chacho, King God, what it is.
I don't even know, bruh. This I don't even know, bruh. This I don't even know, bruh. This I don't even know, bruh.
I don't even know, bruh. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Time for us to crank up, time to tune in. It's Mike Chacho with King God, bitch. This I don't even know, bruh. Chime in.
I don't even know, I don't even know, I don't even know, bruh.
This I don't even know, bruh.
I don't even know, I don't even know, I don't even know,
This
bruh.
I don't even know, bruh.
Yeah, this I don't even know, bruh. A dope podcast promoting all black business. Shed light on real topics, gotta get these millions. Give back to the...
Yo, what's good, world? You tuned into the I Don't Even Know, Bro podcast with your host, King God. You know, the host, Mike Chacho. What up, Mike Chacho?
What's good, bro?
Blessed, bro. Blessed as always, man. What you know, bro?
I don't even know, bruh. I don't even know.
Well, let's see what's trending right now, man. We see the former president, Donald Trump, got arrested for all kind of shit that been going on since he been the president and since he hasn't been the president. So what you think about that, man?
I mean, ain't nothing nobody else ain't been doing, bruh, that been in them positions, to be real. I mean, do I feel like he's getting picked on? No. I just feel that we tend to, as a country, we tend to harp on the stuff that we disagree with the most instead of jumping on the stuff that we really need to fix. Trump did what Trump was supposed to do, and he put a big question mark on this country. He basically told the country, like, look, we ain't clean like everybody think we are. The whole world see that. And if you go this way, you're gonna be with me. If you go that way, you're gonna be against me. And you know, for him to steal papers, documents, and all that other stuff, and you know, Trump doing a lot of crazy shit, but they find papers at Biden house, they find papers at Pence house. Probably Obama had some. So I don't know, man. I think we kind of getting a little too geeked up about Trump getting locked up, and it's kind of taken away from the bigger issues that's going on in the world. But if he gave our secrets, our American secrets, to different countries that he was gonna sell them and shit, they need to get rid of them, just like they'll get rid of anybody else, because that's treasonous to the country. But I know they ain't gonna do that. But Trump been getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? This is his second time this year. He like Bobby Smurda, bro.
Right, but I'm just saying, as far as the classified documentations, bro, what is it that's so important or so secret to the point that he's gonna get arrested for or facing, as I read, facing 400 years? It just I just don't get it. Is it something that the government already trying to hide so much to the point that they don't want to, like, nobody can't have the, I mean, he's the former president. Why can't he have the classified documentation, bro?
I mean, you know, the thing about it is stuff that's probably in there that don't want other countries to use against us. It's a lot of info from what they're saying of other countries, and now they like, damn, we cool and everything. You can't even keep my secrets. So, you know, now, you know, it can be on the black market. It's just a lot of stuff. And then the way he was keeping those boxes in the bathroom at his resort, by the pool house. I'm talking about they got people walking in and out just reading papers while they're using the bathroom. So it's a wild situation to be in. But, you know, if it wasn't nobody, if it was somebody else, like if it was Biden, it'll be a different story. Because it's Trump and because what kind of person he is, I think it's heightened. But to me, what's worse than all that is his troops are out there now. His race baiters, his conspiracy theorist type people, the fringe type people, what we call fringe people, but it's the people that we work with every day, the people that we go see at the doctor office, people that fix that own a lot of these small businesses. His people, so-called his people, and they call him for violence and everything else because of him. So he really threw a monkey wrench on this country when he got elected the first time, and he put it in perspective. Now people calling for civil war, and people calling for all kind of crap. So it's wild to see all this happening in our lifetime, but it was gonna happen regardless. It just, we've been spoiled too long. So with Trump getting indicted and charged, I already knew it was gonna come. Eventually, it was gonna come regardless, because he moved loosely. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he think he John Gotti. I don't know who the hell he think he is. But at the same time, he the president. He the ex-president. So it's like, do you want to lock him up and put a stain on a country that's already full of stains? You know what I'm saying? Or do you want to like say, this time we're gonna let him go, but next time the next person that do it is gonna be repercussions. So we gotta, as a country, we gotta understand that the government, it ain't for us either way, whether it be the right side or the left side. It ain't for us. It ain't for black people. It ain't for brown people. It ain't for nobody that ain't in that percentage that's way up there. So we basically looking at reality TV, and we spectating, and we being either being fans or we being haters of this reality star, which is Trump, and the whole network, which is the government. And what we really need to do, instead of paying attention to all these lames and all that other stuff that's going on with the politicians that's getting in trouble and stuff, we need to get on the politicians that making these decisions that's putting us further back in society. I.e. the DeSantis's and the Greg Abbotts and even the Gavin Newsoms, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of stuff that to me hurt kids, whether it be through this transgender way of you can't talk to your kids, or you can't say no, I don't want my kids to go through a medical procedure at 10 or 15 years old because they too young to know what they really want to be. Now parents are being damn near arrested or sued or whatever by companies and by doctors and by the government because a kid come up one day and say they want to be a girl, and then the next day they want to be a boy, and you're getting in trouble as a parent because you say, no, I don't want my kid to go through those changes right at this moment. When they grown, it's different. So I think the government as a whole, red or blue, they garbage right now.
Right. And back to what you just said as far as first of all, I don't think Trump will get no time. I mean,
he don't get no time.
I don't think he get no time. But back to what you were saying about DeSantis down there in Florida, his supporters, man, they supporting the hate also. And I seen something on the news as far as his support over there in Disney World. Bro, I never seen nobody go against Disney World, bro. I never seen nobody go against the Happy Land, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. And I'm sure some of those people that was out there with the flags and everything in front of Disney World saying, no LGBTQ community and none of that stuff. I'm sure they've been in Disney World before, bro, and enjoyed plenty of times and plenty of rides out there. But I see. I mean, you can always have your opinion and go. You don't want your child to be this way. You don't want your child to be exposed to that. Because I look at it. Yeah, yes, we in Pride Month, which is a longer month than Black History Month, which is ridiculous. But I see that they celebrated that at the White House. I think this the first time they ever celebrated this at the White House. I think we
I don't know. I've never been invited, bro.
Yeah, I've never been invited either, bro. So I seen a lot of videos that they was celebrating that at the White House. They had the whole community out there with Joe Biden, and he was just so much praising this community. And
they were wilding too, bro. They was having good.
I think it was ridiculous, to be honest with you. I think it was very ridiculous the way they was out there with their shirts all showing they breasts and all, and just promoting something that was just not just for their community, bro. But I think it's just a agenda that they push so hard to the point that, they got more rights than black people. First of all, we already know that part. But it's just ridiculous. I just don't see where they come in with all this. There's so much. Like I seen they hung up a pride flag at the White House for the first time ever, and I was like, okay, cool. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get what they're trying to push here or what they're trying to get out of this whole agenda that they pushing. But I think it was very disrespectful to a lot of people, especially if you ain't into that community or you don't see why they got so many rights all on the White House, and I think it's ridiculous, man. You out there with getting all naked and stuff on the White House lawn, and then it's just ridiculous because you got kids out there too, and it's fine if you want to be if you want to, you know what I'm saying, play with each other. It's cool. It's cool if you want to be in that community. It's cool. I understand that, but I don't think y'all should push it to the point that y'all having these big parades and having all these. I mean, it looked like an Easter egg hunt out there, bro. And it was ridiculous, bro. It's just the way they was just pushing it to the point that they taking pictures with Joe Biden and he just hooraying that thing. I mean, I could say, I mean, he might be a little fruity himself, man, but it's cool. But yeah, I mean, it's cool, man. Like I said, man, I ain't got nothing against the community, man, but I just feel like it just they overshadow so much of the black community also. Like, okay, well, they're getting way more rights than us too. So it's like, damn, where do we fit in at?
I mean, when I looked at it on the news, I was like, man, this country don't have no integrity no more. Period. You can celebrate without demonstrating what you like to do. You know what I'm saying? In your privacy. Them taking their shirts off, showing the fake titties or whatever they got going on. Why? Why is that so important that you gotta go to the White House? First of all, they should have locked them up. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. We done been having Black History Month for as long as I've been alive that I know of. I ain't never seen no Black History Month party other than when Barack was there. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. I don't see our flag, no Black History flag going up. I ain't seen no Hispanic history flag going up. I ain't seen no woman flag going up. First of all, we got too many holidays. We celebrate too much just to make everybody happy. We ain't gotta do all that, man. But why? Yeah. Why do I have to celebrate something that you're gonna do regardless without me saying yeah or nay? Second of all, we having border trouble. We having racist stuff that's going on. We having education issues that's going on. We having infrastructure issues, whole damn bridge falling down places and railroad tracks and all this other stuff. We have the poor. Then we dealing with white supremacists. Then we dealing with the Asian people getting away with a lot of shooting and shit towards Black people that we don't address. Because they the ones that own all the stores in our community. So they feel like they can get away with anything because we don't own nothing there. It's so much that's going on, and for me to cut on the TV and see Joe Biden having a good time, and you got the little person taking their shirts off at the White. That's a memory that kids gonna see forever.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
There's no integrity in this country. It wasn't a lot from the get-go because nobody wanted to accept the fact that y'all done did different races of people wrong. Mm-hmm. That's number one. Number two, you don't want to accept the fact that the system is jacked up from the get-go. And number three, you want to accept everything and everybody. We can't do that. We lost our integrity. We done lost the way the world gonna look at us as that strong beacon of light. We ain't saying not to show that you're happy or your sexuality or stuff like that. But at the White House, that's the one place that everybody in the United States of America should respect. You know why? Because that what keep these other countries off our ass, to be real.
Well, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, and it looked like we just trying to show our ass more than keeping them off our ass, man. Because if I was a country, bro, and looking at this and looking at our leader over here, fucking swinging and swinging that rainbow flag around and letting trans come around and show their little titties everywhere, and everybody like booty hopping around, I look at y'all soft too. I'm like, man, hold on, bro. This is the right time to get at them, bro. Them boys over there, they having a happy good time, bro. They're chasing the rainbow. And so I just feel like, it just making the whole, yeah, I mean, it making the whole nation look soft, bro. Like more and more, because think about it. What y'all eventually y'all gonna have all that community in the military just taking over the front lines. I mean, not to say they can't fight, because I'm sure they can, but it's just that I just don't understand it, bro. I don't know what they're trying to show as a nation now, because we came from being some hardcore, bullies out here, to be honest with you, but now we looking soft as hell, bro. Like what, bro? Like what's going on out here?
It's the fact that we have to accept everything. Now, I'm not saying we have to hate and bash and hurt people that don't agree with us. What I'm saying is, what you do is what you do, but you can do it over there. You ain't gotta be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? When I speak or when I interact, I don't do it for everybody. I do it for the people that I know, and I do it for the people that I represent. But when I'm up in that White House, if I'm in the White House or I'm in any place of stature or business or being professional, I'm gonna carry myself in that way, because I know the importance of us looking and playing that part. But when you out there and you showing man, they did everything but went all the way with it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't be happy about it. I'm not telling them not to celebrate who they are. What I'm telling you is, it's a time and a place for everything, and that wasn't the place. And for Joe Biden and the rest of them not to call this dude out that did it, you just as wrong. This ain't your house. This is our house. This is the people's house. This is everybody's house. And we don't agree with them going up there doing that. It's just like I won't agree with no white man going up there talking about throwing up the Hitler sign. So why would I be happy with a trans going up there popping his fake titties out? I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. And that's the problem. And that's the problem with America. We have to accept everything. But who asks us, are we okay? The middle class, the working man, the working woman, the people that pay taxes. You don't ask us. You go to anybody that's hot on the internet or whatever, and then you follow their trend. America is trendy now, bro. The government is trendy. We go with whatever is hot, and that's gonna be our downfall if we don't step up and we start working, especially in our community, because we falling behind. We falling behind two groups that don't give three shits about us, and if we don't go ahead and put our stamp down, then we're gonna be a lost cause just like the rest of them. And that's just what it is. This country is going down the drain both ways. So who gonna stop it? You feel me? And that's the conversation we gotta start having. The conversations don't need to be who feelings we gonna hurt or why this person going to jail for this. Look, man, Trump ain't never going to jail. And if he do, he gonna be like Escobar and make his own jail. Let's be real. Let's be real. We so sensationalized with the media, got us all hyped up and got us all that we can't go our day without seeing what's going on with all these other people, right? And the worst thing in the world to me is not taking care of business. And business is making sure that this country stays strong, make sure this country stay well, the economy is going good, and being safe. And right now, this country is probably so unsafe, more unsafe than it probably ever been, because of people trying to accept everything. And a lot of that is the Democratic side, huh?
And just a lot of distraction too. And then
it's too much distraction.
And then we got to blame the people that put the people in office also. So You know, this is
Yeah.
the guy that y'all kept on inviting to the barbecue. So hey, listen, and also let's see if we had that same celebration at the White House on Juneteenth.
Hey, but let me say this real quick. Cause I see a lot of people, you know, Trump supporters that's black too. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say this to everybody. Know who you putting your money on. Because I'm gonna tell you something. He don't care about us on that side. Now one of them care about us. Listen to Tim Scott, he don't care. He a black man, he don't even care about black people. You feel what I'm saying? But listen to this other side. Joe Biden gave us 1 million guarantees what he was gonna do. Guess what? He done gave trans rights. He done gave LGBTQ or whatever rights. He done gave Asian rights. You know, he let migrants come in and come into our, where we're predominantly black cities and minority cities, where so-called minority cities where we predominantly stay, and he's giving refuge to immigrants that we don't vet, we don't know nothing about. I'm not saying there's something wrong with them. What I'm saying is we need, if I have to pay tax, if I have to show my ID, everybody got to show their ID. What's so hard about that? You understand what I mean? If you don't have an ID, then do the paperwork. Be in the system. If you're gonna be a part of the system, be in the system. No matter how much we hate this system or we disagree with this system, we still a part of the system. You know what I'm saying? When you go to work and you clock in, you're a part of that system. When you drive their car and you got to get them license, you're a part of the system. Why they can't do it? Why we can't make them do it also? Like the immigrants and stuff like that. You know, so I both sides have valid points on things, but at the end of the day, they ain't for the working man, they ain't for the middle class, they ain't for the everyday black man, the everyday black woman, a Hispanic woman, Hispanic man, the everyday people that gotta work together, whether it be Asian, white, whatever, they ain't for us. They just, all they doing is riling everybody up to think all of us supposed to have beef with each other. But the real beef is them people up there. That's what the real beef is, the people in Washington.
Yeah, man, I feel you on that, man. I think it was a good conversation. I think we highlighted a few things that was trending this week. So, hey, everybody be alert, man, because there's a lot of things going to happen that I think that's been happening. So just stay alert, stay safe, and that's all I can say. So you got one more thing, Mike? I'll close it up.
Hey, man, y'all start, hey, man. Now, God bless America, man.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Hey, it is what it is with me with that shit, man. But I understand though, man. Hey, so once again, we want to appreciate y'all for tuning in to the I Don't Even Know Bro podcast with your host King God and your other host Mike Chacho. What up, Mike Chacho?
I don't even know, bro.
I don't even know, bro. One.
Mike Chacho, King God, what it is.
I don't even know, bruh. This I don't even know, bruh. This I don't even know, bruh. This I don't even know, bruh.
I don't even know, bruh. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Time for us to crank up, time to tune in. It's Mike Chacho.